Take out the front, rollers all the way around. You want to make sure that she's completely dry. If you start to comb her out and she's wet, you're not going to have any luck doing the comb out. So you want to make sure you let her sit overnight. If you still need to, take your bag, cover her up, use your blow dryer best you can to dry it up and make sure she's dry. So here I've got all this curl, creating volume, moderate volume, and then minimal volume right down to the straight hair. We did our kiss curls on the side. I'm going to take my brush and I want to brush that head really well. So again, the more I brush it, the more it's going to blend out for me. So I want to take the time to really sort of smooth her out and get rid of those parts. So, and sets always work better on a person than they do on a mannequin because again, they have no body heat, natural oils or anything. So you really want to take the time to brush that clock and say, I'm brushing that hair for 5 minutes because it's going to make my comb out so much easier than if I just jump into trying to place it already. So I want to really loosen that up. Okay, so I need full-on volume on the top. You can use a comb, you can use a brush. I like to use my brush when I'm doing my comb outs, but both equally good. It's whatever tool you like. I'm going to go in here and I want this to be full volume. So I'm going to pull this hair like this forward and I'm going to roll my brush. So roll, push down, like that. So this motion, holding it, this motion, cushioning, come out, cushion, come out, cushion, come out. Once I've done the full-on volume, I'm going to go to my moderate. So I'm going to push this hair up and again, I'm rolling this way. I want to separate that hair. It's not about having it tangled on the ends. It's more about creating that cushion at the bottom. So there's my moderate. I'm going to go to the back. This was my minimal. So I want to grab this hair and I want this to lock into this, to lock into this. So I'm grabbing the next section, but now I'm pulling it straight down. And even though it was dried straight, I still want to cushion it into there. So I don't want to just leave it. I'm going to go up here again. I'm going to lift this hair. I want to create cushioning up here, full on volume, so it's standing straight up. I'm going to create moderate. So I want to lock it in, and I'm going to come all the way down to the straight hair. Going to come around to the side, and again, fan that out. I want to grab that kiss curl on the side, and I want to stretch that hair right down under the chin. So I want to lock it in right to the chin. I'm going to come to the front, lift up, create the full volume on top, cushion. I'm going to grab this and lock it in. Big, big hair. Big, big, big. Okay, so this was an actual really popular set way back when in the sort of 50s, 60s with the little kiss curl in there. This was before people were more commonly using blow dryers. They would go and get their hair set every week, so it was just kind of a common set to do. So you would have nice soft curls on the top and still have short hair at the nape and the sides. Going to go in here. So again, lift up at the top, making sure it locks in all the way to the bottom. And this exercise that you're doing is really to practice the placement of the roller. So it's the on base, half off, completely off into the straight. And then you're practicing your comb out techniques. So I'm going to make sure that I am good. I'm going to give her a little bit of spray. When I'm going to do my comb out, I want to make sure there is no, I don't see any roller marks all the way around. So I should see it nice and full. And I can actually go in and check with my comb, and my comb doesn't come out anywhere. That means I have enough cushioning at the base. Now I'm going to start with my comb out. So I really want to start at the bottom, and I'm going to place on top. So I'm going to start at the bottom. I know this is straight. So I'm going to just hug this in. I'm going to take a little spray. And then I'm starting to, I don't want to brush too much or I'm going to make it flat. So I want to keep this volume. I just want to use the tip of my brush. I'm going to go in I'm going to smooth that out. And again, I just want to work the edges. I don't want to make it flat. So I'm coming around here. I'm going to go to the side. This was minimal and a kiss curl, so I really want to fan that curl out at the cheek. Pull it down. Okay, don't worry about covering her eyes for now. You can see the side, so you want to hug it in really tight and have that kiss curl. I'm going to do the other side. I'm going to pull this down. Normally we'd be doing this on our 90-45 mannequins that we have cut that are a little bit shorter. So don't worry about covering her eyes. We're just practicing the technique. So I'm looking at this side. It's coming in and nice and smooth there as well. Okay. Then I'm going to go to the top. Smooth it out without making it too flat, and everything is out from that center. But I don't want to have a hole in the top. I'm going to take my bang. And then I'm just going to lift it after I've done my comb out. I'm just going to bounce it up so that you can see her eyes. So pull it down. And again, these bangs would normally be shorter on our other mannequin. You tuck it in like that. If your brush is, or your hair is staticky, you can spray your brush a little bit. You just kind of want to work your way all the way around, out from that center without removing that volume you put in the top. So I'm going to work my way around here. And here. So I should have it nice and smooth without taking away my height. And then I'm going to use my tail comb to just go in and really lift this area up. So even though it's smooth, I want to bring that together so I don't have a hole in the top. So I don't want a hole here. I want to lift that really nice and full and work my way into the moderate. Checking all around. When I'm checking, I want to see really nice shape here, hugging in. Really nice shape here, and then I'm just going to fix this little kiss curl off to the side and polish that up. I'm going to come around here, same thing. I want this nice and full. There should be no split in the bang. I'm going to come over to this side, and I want to finish that kiss curl off as well, so it's not doing what I want. I'm going to grab it and try and lock it in. And then I'm going to bring it around here. Straight out of a 50s magazine. So I'm going to hug in the bottom, fine tune my bottom, clean it up. I'm going to make sure I have it nice and round. And there you go. All done. So nice, full, beautiful.